Hey there. Just letting you know right off the bat, there's going to be a whole lot of background noise because my family's here and my two sons are playing with each other and having a whole lot of fun. So if you hear talking and all that, it's just people having fun. Don't really worry too much about it. But I just wanted to get this off my chest before the anger leaves. So I'll just hurry up with it so this won't take 10 minutes. There's a statement that American citizens love saying that's been getting on my nerves. I've heard it over the years many, many times growing up. And I think it's about time that I finally just, well, I don't think I'm going to put a stop to it, but maybe I can put a message out there and hopefully people will stop saying it. Hopefully. I know it's a slim hope. It seems whenever an American citizen, the average American citizen, happens to run into some type of government employee, doesn't matter which, some government employee on a state or federal level, and that employee is doing something that the citizen doesn't like, whether it's justified or not, many times that citizen will then say something along the lines of, well, I pay your salary, as if that's supposed to empower the citizen or force the employee to do what they want them to do. Like that's gonna, like, you know, put the guy in his place. Look, I pay your salary, I'm your boss. Now, for the people watching this vid, if you guys, anyone who's watching this, happens to be one of those people who likes saying that statement or thinks that statement's true, it's time for you to get a freaking reality check. You don't pay their salary. You're not their boss. You have no power whatsoever over any government employee. Or you think just because you pay taxes that you have some type of power over them? Your flawed logic is thinking that, well, I pay the taxes and the taxes go to them, so therefore I pay their salary. Nice try. Doesn't work. Because with that type of logic, then that would mean that if you go to McDonald's, since you pay McDonald's the money to get their bad food, therefore you're the one who pays the salary of the retail guy who just gave you the burgers. You don't think that because you know that's stupid, but yet you think that's the same with a government employee? Get real. Look, you don't pay their salary. You do not. Just because you pay taxes doesn't mean you pay their salary. What you actually pay are taxes, not salaries. In fact, it's even worse than that. You don't even pay tax. You get tax taken from you. You work at a job somewhere, and then before you even get your check, money's gone. It just gets taken, and you got no say in the matter. You go to a store, a retail store somewhere. You buy some clothes. You go and rack it up, and 8% sales tax, 10% sales tax, automatically taken out. You got no say in the matter. It just gets ripped from you. And if you complain, it's your ass. Or if you don't, well, worse, you can complain all you want. It's not going to change anything. If you don't comply, it's your ass. How does that make you the person who pays a government employee's salary? The one who actually pays a government employee their salary is the government, not you. Because if you paid their salary, well, then that would make you the boss. And the boss has the power to hire or fire. Think of your own job. Your boss pays your salary. He or she also makes the rules, dictates what the corporate culture is going to be like where you're at, dictates whether you're going to get to wear uniforms or your own clothes, whether you're going to be dressing in business type of business casual, what type of job you're going to be holding, how long your hours are going to be, who's going to work with you, and whether you get to stay or whether you get the boot. The one who pays the salary gets to do all that. Can you do that to a government employee? No, you can't. All you can do is complain. Maybe you can write a nice little letter. Or, you know, they got these nice little complaint forms that they tend to have on the side for complainers just like you. So you can write the notes down and then you give it to their supervisor and then the supervisor puts it through a shredder. You have no say, no power whatsoever over what these people do, whether the employee is incompetent or not. So what makes you think that you saying that stupid statement is going to change anything? The only thing that would change anything around here is if you actually get mad at the fact that you have no say-so in where your money goes. You don't pay nothing but taxes, and you don't even dictate where your taxes go at all. Oh, sure, I'm sure they come out with every now and then a little referendum on, okay, we want to build this bridge, or okay, maybe this road's there. But really, so much stuff the government does with your taxes has no input from you whatsoever. Many of you don't want a war in Afghanistan right now. Many of you don't like the fact that we got armies overseas fighting wars we got nothing to do with. But our tax money is fueling that. Do you have a say-so in that? No, you don't. You might vote a couple of politicians in who might promise to do something about it, but then they go in and they do nothing, and then it's another 4 years, and then you vote somebody else in. You got no say-so in how your money is used. You don't pay salaries. You just get money taken from you. My wife said it's like you're a cow in a dairy factory, not a dairy farm. We don't really have dairy farms anymore. We got dairy factories. Or a cow's in a factory somewhere with machines hooked up to it, and the milk just sucks it right on out, and the cow has no say so who gets to drink the milk or where the milk goes. And it's his own product. Or hell, here's my analogy. You're more like a whore in the street. Think about it. You know that little stereotype, the pimp, forcing those poor women out there. Now you're going to go out there and make that money. Sorry, bad interpretation. You go out there and you're going to make that money. And I'm going to come in and get my share. And if you don't have the cash, I'm going to put my foot all up in your ass. Cheap little stereotype, I know. But that's what happens. And that's you. You better be having a job. If you're unemployed and you're out, if you're unemployed, first of all, that's a bad stigma. If you're unemployed and you're homeless, got no money, they'll send the cops after you to kick you out the city or throw you in a shelter somewhere, which is almost like a prison anyway. So you better have a job. And you better be willing to give the government its cut. Because if you don't, it's your ass. You're going to be in jail. Or have to pay a steep fine, which is more money at your pocket anyway. How is that having power over a government employee to the point where you can say, I pay your salary? Please. You're powerless. I know it hurts to think that, but it's true. You're powerless. We talk about democracy all we want, and we talk about going overseas and forcing democracy down their throats, and it's funny that we champion it when we barely have it in our own country. You have no say-so whatsoever in your own freaking income. And you think that you're going to be barking down some government employee and telling them, oh, I pay your salary. It's a nice little illusion for your head to make you think you have power, but wouldn't it be a hell of a lot better to actually have power instead of just thinking you have power? I'm saying this not just to wake you up, but maybe in the hopes to get you angry enough to maybe do something about this. Because simply believing illusions is not going to change anything around here. Getting mad enough about your situation might actually do something. So yeah, please, if you're the type to say that to a government employee, cut it out. All it does is make you look stupid, because that government employee knows exactly what I'm saying. They know it's BS, and they're looking at you like you're a moron, because sadly enough, if you believe those words, you are a powerless moron. You don't pay their salaries. You just get taxes taken from you, and you have no say-so in the matter. The government pays their salary, and the government gets to hire them or fire them anytime they see fit. And they do that with money that they just took from you. That's the reality of the situation. Now, if you don't like that, do something about it. But stop coming up with stupid statements, which all it does is make you look like a moron, and make sure that government employee has another reason to fuck you over. Didn't think about that one, did you? That's my little public statement announcement for the week. Go on with your little busy lives. I hope that I won't be as angry in my next vid. Catch you guys later.